Hello everyone, Ranjita here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a fun and easy tutorial on how to make your own Halloween bat costume. This is a very easy costume. The toddlers will love running around in this costume. I hope you will like it and you will definitely give it a try. Before we move on further, please consider subscribing to my channel and tap on the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. So, let's get started. Firstly, let's start by making the mask. For this, I have drawn a template on regular printer paper and I'm cutting it out in shape. If you're not sure on how to draw it with freehand, you can always download free templates from Google and print it out and then cut it in shape. I'm also cutting out the spaces for the eyes so that my daughter can clearly see through while wearing the mask. Now I'm pinning this template onto black felt. You can also use black cardstock, but I thought felt will be more easily flexible and my daughter will be more comfortable wearing a felt mask. Once I have pinned the mask onto the felt, I am carefully cutting along the border. If you are unsure, you can also trace the outline and then cut it, but I was quite okay doing it this way. Once you're done cutting out your felt mask, all you have to do is punch holes on the sides. My daughter is here all ready to wear her mask. So here I am punching holes on either side of the mask. You can also pierce using a needle, but I prefer to punch it because this will not fray the felt. Once I am done punching the holes, I will now be inserting elastic. I have taken black elastic that measures roughly the head circumference of my daughter. I'm inserting the elastic from the front of the mask to the back and securing it with a knot. Make sure the knot is big enough so that it doesn't come through the hole you have punched. Then I'm taking it to the other side, making sure there are no folds on the mask, on the elastic, and then repeating the same step of inserting it from the front to the back and securing it with a knot. That's it. The bat mask is ready. It took me less than 10 minutes to make this easy and quick felt bat mask. Moving ahead, let's make the hairband to make something like the ears of the bat. I'm taking this plastic hairband and then wrapping it up with these pipe cleaners or chenille sticks. Very quick and easy thing to do. Even your kids can make it for themselves. So here I have completed one ear, and then I'm taking another stick and wrapping it around. This time I'm roughly measuring the size of the ear of the first ear, and then I'm again making a fold on the stick and then wrapping the remaining to the hairband. This hardly takes 5 minutes. Your ear hairband is ready. You can also let your kids make this for themselves. Now let's move ahead and make wings. You can use any plain black t-shirt for this. I didn't have a pure black t-shirt without any print on it for my of my daughter's size. So I'm taking a black pullover sweater and I'm taking this black cotton fabric folded in half. That is, I have 2 folds of fabric. I'm laying it under the sweater and marking the side seam and the seam of the sleeve. As you can see, you will have a vertical line and a horizontal line, one aligning the side of the body, and the other one the bottom of the sleeve. I'm also marking the end of the t-shirt and the sleeve. Now I will be straightening these lines with a ruler, and I will also be adding an 1/2 inch margin along this. This will be my seaming allowance. I hope you're understanding. You will get a shape that has a horizontal line and a vertical line. I'm first straightening the lines and then adding a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now I am roughly marking the center of this. This is not necessary, but it will help me make the scallop margin. So I'm roughly marking the center, and then I'm drawing a scalloped margin to mimic the wings of a bat. Just go easy. There is no perfect way of doing it, just a freehand scallop margin. You can also add a 1/4 to 1/2 inch margin in case if you think your fabric will fray. So I'm adding a little margin for hemming my curves. Now I'm cutting along the lines I have drawn. Make sure you cut both the layers evenly. This is a very easy costume to make, especially if you are running late and if you do not have any ideas, or if you're planning to get them ready in the last minute. This is a go-to costume because most of the kids have black t-shirts with them, and a black fabric and some black felt is always lying around the house. So here I have cut out the wings. Be careful, make sure you cut both the layers equally. So I have both my wings ready. Both of them are identical. Now what I will do is, I will just crease the 1/2 inch mark that we have made for seam allowance. In case if you have a thicker fabric, make sure you iron it along the seam allowance we have made, and I will be stitching it along the seam line. If you do not want to stitch it, you can also use a glue gun or hand stitch it. I have a sewing machine, so I will be stitching it and coming back to you after I finish sewing it. You can also hem the edges at this point, but I saw that my fabric was not fraying, so I decided to leave it like that. If you think your fabric will fray, then make sure you will hem it. So this is how my costume looks after I have sewed both the seams along the seam line of the sweater. Here you go. It's slightly folded, but once my daughter wore it, it was not at all visible. Those folds were unavoidable because I could not remove the seams of the sweater, and the sleeve was quite narrow to go through the sewing machine. So there were folds while I was stitching. So here is our bat costume with a hairband, a bat eye mask, and a sweater with wings stitched onto it. Quick and easy, isn't it? I hope you will definitely give this a try, and your daughters or kids will love wearing this and going to their Halloween parties. You can see the close-ups of the properties I have made here: the hairband, the eye mask, the wings attached to the full sleeves t-shirt or sweater, and here is my daughter all happy wearing her Halloween costume. I hope you will definitely give this a try. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope I was of some inspiration to you. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And also, do follow me on my social media where I share my other makes with you. The links are given in the description box below. Thank you.